Hello, my name is Carl DuPont. This is a teaching video for the application at UNC Charlotte, bass baritone position. And this is Ana Collado, soprano, and she is 20 years old. All right, Ana, let's start with an exercise I like to call vocal harmonization. I'm doing this with my hand because I want to make sure to keep it very nice and very steady and very even through all of those vowels. Good. Will you come back just one dynamic marking? You can start softer, just a little easier. There you go. That's a nice color. Good. That's a very nice color, and it's very consistent through the range. Now, the next level that we have a nice soft dynamic to start. Will you add a crescendo and decrescendo? I'll demonstrate. So coming back at the end of each one of those. Good. So the key to a good crescendo and decrescendo it lies in the definition of the word, which a lot of people forget, and that is gradually get louder. Make sure your crescendi and decrescendi are gradual.
Okay.
Yes. Good. Yeah. Do you notice the difference in the tone when it's gradual? It works with the mechanism and it sounds great. I noticed a little bit of holding before you started the phrase. So this time, when you on the intake of air, just let it go out into that breathing out and singing out. Don't hold set freeze in between.
Okay.
Good. The last one was my favorite. It was a very nice crescendo and decrescendo. Okay, let's work our way down. Will you make these very legato? With a slide even in between the notes. Now let your ooh and your e, they sit on these opposite sides of the spectrum, but let them inform each other. So make sure that your e has the roundness of your ooh, and then give your ooh some of the brilliance in the e. So just they can be friends. Bring them a little closer together. That was a very brilliant e that way. I liked it. Do it again. Yes. Yeah. That way you're gonna line up all your vowels, and of course words are made of vowels, so that's gonna help your singing. Still make sure that they still have to have purity in the vowel. So we lost a little, we got a little,
okay.
But so still keep it a little cleaner, but that same idea of letting the vowels friend each other. It's like Facebook.
Sorry. I like that.
Sorry, I threw you off. Yeah. Yeah. And for this register in soprano voice to be that clear is going to be really super. Let's do one more exercise. I like to call this one roller coaster. I'll demonstrate. Let's go up here for you. So what the great thing about this exercise is that it's such a large range that it helps us to kind of unify the ranges. And you have a really brilliant top. And once you get there, try to bring it down. Try to keep it there and let it inform the rest of your voice on the way down. I think you'll be happier if the me has a little more space.
Okay.
So think about where you're going. Keep that brilliance. Yeah, you can do it. You can keep that brilliance all the way from a high A to that low D.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing a little bit of sliding up to the high note, so we have to, let's fix that. Let's do some surgery. And let's try this exercise staccato.
Okay.
So, you understand?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right. Okay, so you can get there without, kind of sliding. See if we can make it legato again, but still have that same kind of approach to the upper notes. Yeah. And so keep working in this direction, and that's going to keep you from developing a bad habit of sliding. It's fine now, but 50 years down the road, when you're in Lisbon performing at the premiere, you don't want that sliding to take away the beauty of your voice.
When I'm 70.
Right. Let's jump into the literature. What have you brought to sing today?
Die Forelle by Schubert,
Okay.
classic.
Yes. And this is Takako Takuda Piano.
In einem Büchlein hell, das schoss in Floral, die lonische Forelle vorüber wie ein Pfeil. Ich stand ein Ding gestarre und sein süßer Rohr, des munten Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so, des munten Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so. Ein Fischer mit der Rute wohl an dem Ufer stand und saß mit kaltem Blute, wie sich das Fischlein wand. Solang die Busse helle, so dacht ich nicht erbricht, so fängt die Forelle mit seiner Angel nicht, so fängt die Forelle mit seiner Angel nicht. Doch endlich war dem Geber die Zeit so lang. Macht das Fischlein tückisch drüber, und ich es gedacht, so zuckte seine Rute, das Fischlein selbst dran, und ich mit regem Blute sah die Betrogene an, und ich mit regem Blute sah die Betrogene an.
Good. I really, really love this lead. And I can tell that you do too, because it kind of shines in your voice. Is that tempo The one that you want?
It's a hair fast.
It's a hair fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking so too because I think there are lots of places where you can be more expressive.
Mhm.
And so, Takako, I want you to start at that same tempo, but Anna, I want you to take the lead as a singer and show her the tempo that you want.
Okay. In einem Bächlein heil, da schoss im Fräulein die launische Fräulein vorüber wie ein Pfeil.
Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah, and in that tempo, I think your voice, especially a voice of your size, is going to blossom a little more. Helle is a really powerful word, and we lose it in helle. So the brilliance of that helle and bechlein, make sure that that's an ich loud.
Okay.
Just a little more attention to that. But the thing in that first phrase that I want to experience most of all is that 16th rest.
Okay.
In einem Bächlein helle, da schoss in frohe Eil, you kind of just.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah.
score doesn't have the 16th rest.
Your score doesn't have the
No,
16th
I have
rest.
just 8 notes.
Oh no!
But I can write it in.
Okay.
I'll write it
Yeah.
in. It has a comma, so I'm gonna
Well,
naturally assume.
when you observe the comma, it's gonna bring a little more vibrancy to that line. Okay. Let's try that again from the beginning.
In einem Bächlein heil, da schoss im Fräulein die launische Fräulein vorüber wie ein Pfeil. Ich
And
stand
that Pfeil just a little more. Wie ein Pfeil, so we can hear that P.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Ich stand.
Ich stand an dem Gestade und sein süßer Rohr des muntern Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so. Des muntern Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so.
Yeah, so here we have the same thing twice, and Schubert helps you by changing the notes some and ornamenting it, but there also needs to be a second intention, a second reason why you would say that again.
Okay.
So let's try it again. What are some ideas that you could think while the narrator would repeat himself?
I guess when you're excited, you repeat things, and it's such a pretty scene. It's like,
Yeah.
look at the fish, look at the fish.
So look at the fish. He sees it for the first time, but the second time, look at the fish. He
yeah.
experiences it on a different level, and let that come through in your singing. Let's go from Ich stand an dem Gestade.
Okay. Ich stand an dem Gestade und sein süßer Rohr.
Yeah. Süße, sweet.
Okay.
It needs to be a little more sweet.
Okay.
Okay? And you can do that just vocally by making sure it's legato, just taking a teeny bit of time, just a teeny bit of time
Okay.
to bring out that word. One more time.
Ich stand an dem Gestade und sein süßer Rohr des muntern Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so. Des muntern Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein so.
Good choice. Keep going.
Ein Fischer mit der Rute wohl an dem Ufer stand und saß mit kaltem Blute, wie sich das Fischlein wand. Solang dem Wasser helle, so dacht ich nicht gebricht, so fängt die Forelle mit seiner Angel nicht. So fängt die Forelle mit seiner Angel nicht.
Okay, so here in the second verse, how many characters do we have?
The fish, the fisherman, and myself.
Right. And how many characters did you just give me?
Probably none.
We'll try. Let's do it again.
Okay.
And use your vocal imagination to differentiate it for us, the fisherman. And how do we feel about the fisherman? Because the narrator is a character here.
Mhm.
So how do you feel about the fisherman?
Skeptical.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Okay, and then how do you feel about the fish?
I guess at this point, protective.
Okay.
You know, if the water stays clear, he won't catch it.
So show me that. Show me your
Okay.
skepticism through your interpretation. Let's start at the beginning of the second verse again.
Ein Fischer mit der Rute wohl an dem Ufer stand und saß mit kaltem Blute, wie sich das Fischlein wand. So lang im Wasser hang, so dacht ich nicht verbricht, so fängt die Forelle an mit seiner Angel nicht. So fängt die Forelle an mit seiner Angel nicht. Doch endlich war dem Geber die Zeit so lang.
So this is in the lower middle part of your voice. Make sure that we don't come off of the resonance. That was a little lacking in focus.
Okay.
So keep the focus. Still keep the space in the resonance that you had. No, in the upper range. Bring that down there. And let's start again at the Doch endlich ward dem Diebe. Make sure that there's syllabic stress. Diebe.
Okay. Doch endlich war dem Geber
Good.
die Zeit.
So now we have the focus there. Now let's make some music.
Okay.
Doch endlich war es dem. It still needs a phrase.
Okay.
Doch endlich war dem. It's gonna pull us out of the story a little bit.
Okay. Doch endlich war dem Geber die Zeit so lang. Macht das Fischlein tückisch drüber und ich has gedacht.
So even in those tiny 16th notes, ich es gedacht. Ich es gedacht. Will you sing those notes for ich es gedacht, but sing them slowly and legato?
Okay.
Und ich es gedacht. Just take it out of time. Will you give me the pitch for that?
Und ich has gedacht.
Slower, even slower.
Und ich has gedacht.
Try one more time and keep it in line. Keep the focus, but keep the space. One more time.
Und ich has gedacht.
Now up to tempo.
Und ich has gedacht. So zuckte seine Rute, das Fischlein zappelt dran. Und ich mit Regenblute
Und ich mit Regenblute sah die Betrogene an. But you saw it yourself.
Okay.
That time when you sang it, you kind of just through
Okay.
it. You kind of just mowed through it. Und ich mit Regenblute. Bring that out.
Okay.
But I still think that can be better. Und ich es gedacht. And before I could even think about it, but make sure that we hear all those words. Because if we lose any of the words in this poem, the poem loses some of its magic. Okay? Let's go back to macht. Make sure we hear that T. Macht das Bächlein tückisch. Tückisch, that's a very short vowel.
Okay. Macht das. Sorry.
Macht. Make sure you hear the T.
Macht das Fischlein tückisch drüber und ich has gedacht.
Better.
So zuckte seine Rute, das Fischlein zappelt dran. Und ich mit Regenblut.
That time I heard und ich and
Okay.
und ich. The glottal needs to be before ich.
Okay.
I loved what you did with das Fischlein zappelt dran. So let's start there, so I can love it some more.
Das Fischlein zappelt dran und ich mit Regenblut sah die betrocknen. Und ich mit Regenblut sah die betrocknen.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Takako. All right.